All right, so I'm back with another one with Over the Top the podcast, and I always say this, I ain't been back in a minute, and so I'm here today with my good friend, man, Devin. We're actually doing an episode today in a church, and I think that's beautiful. What's been going on in life and for a lot of people right now around the world has just been super, super crazy. So I wanted to have a conversation with him today because I feel like he can share so much knowledge and so much wisdom. And his testimony is absolutely amazing, and where God leading him at right now is amazing. So, I feel like, people can really grow and learn from just what he has to say, what I had to say, what I've been through recently, and we're just going to have a conversation. So just, starting it off, bro, if you want to introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? My name is Devin. I'm 27 years old, born in Muhlenberg County, Kentucky, a very small country town in Kentucky. Spent my early childhood there until I was 12 years old, and ended up going to Rochester, New York. I ended up staying in Rochester, New York from 12 to 18, and that's where majority of my testimony in my life kind of changed, going from being a country boy to turning into a city boy. And then at 18, I ended up moving back to Kentucky for a year, and ended up here in Indianapolis, Indiana at 20, and been here for 7 years. So,
man,
yeah.
That's deep. We're gonna dive deep into that, man. We just gotta have a conversation. And so, man, what do you feel like God has been teaching you right now in this season of your life?
Right now, faith, patience, and obedience.
Okay. And then this is my next question. Just for the people, who is Devin?
Who is Devin? Who is Devin? That's a deep question.
That's a good one, right?
That's a good question. Who is Devin? To be honest, Devin is a person people call when they're in need, and it doesn't always have to be about money. It could be about prayer, advice, someone to cry to vent. Devin is a funny dude. If you see me, I'm always laughing. I'm always joking about something. That's how I would describe.
How do you feel about being that person that people call on?
To be honest, if we're gonna be real on this podcast, sometimes it could be tiring. And I don't think a lot of people admit that.
Nah, I don't think.
Sometimes it could be tiring.
When did you start getting people reaching out to you? Like, was it a certain age where you started noticing, like, dang, a lot of people?
If you want me to be honest, so majority of my life, I've been homeless, and I dealt with depression. I dealt with suicidal ideations and stuff like that. Nobody reached out then. It wasn't until my life elevated and people started seeing God elevate my life that people started reaching out.
Dang.
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah. So, because you said so much just now, I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go with it. So, let's start with, you don't got to go too detailed, but just the journey of being young and homeless. Because when you was homeless, because you're 27 now, what was the journey and what was your mindset around that time? How was your faith around that time? Like, how did you become homeless?
So, when I ended up moving to New York with my grandma on my dad's side.
Hold on, real quick. And where are you from?
I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Muhlenberg County, Kentucky.
Okay.
Very small country town.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
We ain't know nothing about the city. But when I moved to New York with my grandma, obviously, I feel like a lot of us do this. When we get into a new environment, we kind of want to test the waters and get a feel of the new environment. So at 13, 14, I ended up meeting some dudes from the streets. I grew up on Carter and Stanislaus Street, and that was a very well-known high gang activity area.
In New York?
In New York. So I ended up testing the waters, man. I got a taste of that street life and started doing things that my grandma didn't agree with. And at age 14, my grandma actually, I don't want to say she removed me, but she was basically like, in this household, we don't do that.
So what do you feel like at that time you was lacking as far as like wanting to be? Was it the attention that you was getting from the people that you was around, or?
I feel like I was lacking that.
What about other male role model?
I never really had a male figure in my life. I was either raised by my mom or my grandma. I didn't really have no male figures until I got into the streets.
So when your grandmother did put you out, or wash her hands, what was your mindset at that point?
At that point, I had a whole bunch of resentment, not towards her, not just towards her, but towards my mom too. Because I felt like at this point, ain't nobody want nothing to do with me.
So around that time, you living with your grandmother or with your mother?
So my mom stayed in Kentucky. So short story, I was a bad kid to the point where the system came to my mom and told them that it seemed like she couldn't really take care of me. So they gave her two options. They were going to send me over to another state or like city where my other family members were, or they was going to put me in the system. So my mom, she called my dad, he called my grandma, and that's how I ended up in Rochester, New York. So
Okay, and from there, then 13, 14, where did you go in life from there, from that point?
So during this time, I did not believe in God. I didn't understand faith. My life went downhill from that point. From 13 all the way up to 17, I was homeless. I done slept under bridges. I done broke into houses to sleep, people's porches. People coming out with guns because, you got a random kid on your porch. I done ended up in homeless shelters. There's been times I lied to the hospital to tell them I'm sick so I can have somewhere to sleep. There have been times I slept in trap houses. People in there, if they not doing the drugs, they selling them. Like there's been times slept on the floor with roaches, rats.
So you went from that, okay, you said 13 to 17, and then from 17, where did you end up going?
From 17, I feel like God gave me my first wake-up call. I was trying to sell my first dime bag or whatever, and end up getting robbed. And the people, there was these two girls, Keela and Nicole. Shout out to Keela and Nicole. Their mom had ended up taking me in that year, and they actually helped me get a Greyhound bus ticket to go back home to Kentucky. So between 17 and 18, I was going through that, and they ended up helping me get back home. So
okay.
Yep.
And then, so when you got to Kentucky,
so when I got to
from there?
So when I got to Kentucky, I ended up moving in with my big brother.
Okay.
I stayed with him for a couple months until he finally was like, hey, you can't just be sitting around lounging. You about to be 18, 19. So they introduced me to Job Corps. So I went to Muhlenberg County Job Corps, went there, stayed there for a year, got my high school diploma, picked up a welding certification. I was trying to get my CNA license and stuff, but I ended up getting kicked out of Job Corps.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So around all of this, when you was going through all of this, how did you cope with being depressed and, dealing with all of these things? What did you think about life as you was going through your journey?
I'm gonna be real, around that time, that's when depression hit deeply. To be honest, I really didn't think that my life was gonna go anywhere. So at that point, I was just living just to live. But you could tell that at any given moment, I could clock out of here, or I just didn't really care about nothing. I was just, like I said, living just to live.
Or did you feel like you needed in those times for you to even have a different type of mindset?
Honestly, God. I'm just gonna be real with you, God. Because I feel like a lot of the things we look for in people, we can't really get it from people until we get it from God. So love, really just love, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. So when you got to Kentucky with your brother and everything, what led you coming to Indianapolis, though, Indiana? And then also, what was the transitional part of you coming from homeless and being depressed, and now you owning your own company, you having a great relationship with God and with yourself, and I see you spend a lot of time with yourself, taking yourself out on those dates and just pouring into yourself and into the people that's your audience right now, with the positivity that you share.
So when I got out of Job Corps, when they kicked me out of Job Corps, I had a relationship. We moved to Owensboro, Kentucky. That relationship went downhill, caused me to get my first eviction. So I called my grandma because my plan was to move back to New York.
Okay.
But I had an uncle that was from New York that had actually ended up moving to Indianapolis during that time. So I ended up reaching out to him, and I moved up here Thanksgiving of 2019.
Okay.
And I've been up here ever since.
Okay. And so what made you have a better relationship with God? Or what was your beginning to where you knew that, like, all right, I need to change my life around?
So when I realized that I was the problem, I ended up moving with my uncle, and literally after like 6 or 8 months, he ends up kicking me out.
Wow.
But in between that time, I met some people from this church, from New Birth Praise and Worship Center. Shout out to Pastor Wilson and his kids. They actually introduced me to New Birth. And I don't know, well, I don't want to say I don't know now. When I first came to this church, I felt God's presence, and I feel it every time I come in here. But that's what wanted me to give my life to Christ. So I ended up giving my life to Christ the following Sunday. I didn't take my walk serious until 2020, until the pandemic.
Why is that?
So for one, we was all sitting, we couldn't go nowhere. And I was actually living with the Wilsons. And I'll never forget Pastor Wilson asking me, like, what are you going to do with this time? You ain't got a car, you're not working. I was like, well, I can use this time to get closer to God. That year was my first time ever feeling his presence, the warmth, the joy, the love, everything that I was searching for in people, I found it that year.
That's good.
I just made a commitment ever since.
That's good. So what was the point to where your depression ended up, not being so severe?
2023. I had a major suicide attempt in 2022, December 18th of 2022. I was living on the east side at that time on 10th and Midhofer. I took that as a sign, but even after that, because I wasn't feeling what I wanted to from people and God, it led to another suicide attempt of July of 2023. And the moment I stepped in the hospital after that, there was a young lady, older lady. When I went in there after they evaluate you and everything, she was like, come here. And I'm like, what is this? What's this crazy lady telling me to come here for? So I go over there and she was like, guys want me to tell you that you're not supposed to be in here. And I'm like, ma'am, you don't know me. She was like, I know I don't know you, but I'm sitting here telling you now that God said that you're not supposed to be in here. But when you leave from here, that's when your mission is going to start. And she was like, what is your name? And I'm like, Devin. And she starts crying. I'm like, why are you crying? And she was like, because I was also praying for God to give me a sign today that he was close. Her son ended up committing suicide 2 years prior, and his name was Devin. So just that interference, that conversation made me take my walk serious. So now in this church, I'm a deacon. I've been here, like I said, for 7 years now. As you see, I love to worship, man. I'm open with my worship only because of the things I've been through. So I spoke in tongues for the first time last Sunday too. So
yeah. Man, your story is needed, and I feel like so many people need to know that God ain't finished with them. And it's hard to see which direction you should be going when you're in that storm.
Yes.
And life for a lot of people right now was super, super difficult, especially when you're trying so hard. You're trying so hard to stay focused, and your mind is everywhere on so many different things. And then you got the people calling you, and you're just trying to figure out how can I move forward. And then we in the social media days, so we looking at other people and we feeling like they thriving, and we asking God like, when is my turn gonna come? When am I gonna get the blessing?
You know what this reminds me of though? With all the chaos going on, it reminds me of Peter when Peter was walking on water. There was a whole bunch of chaos going on. But he didn't realize that because he was so focused on God. It wasn't until he gave it attention that he lost the direction and he fell and he drowned. But as you see, God was right there to pick him back up. So
man, it's so interesting because I feel like within these last 2 years, my relationship with God has been very strong and very close, especially because I've just been giving it to God. Man, almost made me tear up just thinking about the journey, man, because sometimes you get to a point to where you don't have no choice but to put your faith in God, And I know the people that's watching and listening is like, if you are the person that feel like, your life is in chaos, and it sounds cliche, but truly just put your faith in God and start staying focused, because, you can have these plans. I think one of my favorite scripture is Proverbs 16:3. I don't know it word for word. I don't even know my favorite song word for word, but it says, a man plans his course and God's order his steps, or something like that.
A man will establish his plans, but God will plan his steps.
Order his steps, basically. So Y'all look it up. Proverbs 16:3 is
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
favorite scriptures. It hit me so hard because, again, it's a lot of us, and we're trying to figure out. I remember this question I asked in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know when to pivot or stay patient? And I was asking everybody that question.
Mm-hmm.
But guess who I never asked the question to?
Who? God.
Why am I asking? Hey, how do you know when you should pivot or stay
You
patient?
ain't even asking the source.
Come on. It's so funny because, dang, I wish I can remember this because I went to a different church a few weeks ago and he was talking about how we always reaching out to everything and everybody else as if we don't got the source. You know, and it was like, I was like, dang, that was good.
I think that's because we be looking for immediate answers. That's why. And you know what I notice is happening a lot now is the Bible says that there will come a time where people will want to run away from the truth and they won't want to hear what their itching ears are wanting to hear. And that's going on a lot now. Instead of us asking the source for what it is we need, we run the man.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you when you say, you know, we searching for, you know, everything else. I mean, outside, you know, we can get it from God, man. So it's like, with your journey, man, what are some of the things and the tools that you use on your harder days?
I hold God accountable for his words.
That's deep.
There's a lot of scriptures that I can run back to. I'm going to be real too. The relationship I have now, even the season I'm going through right now, I kid you not, every day God places a scripture in my face that I need for that day. And I just meditate on that scripture.
What was today's scripture?
Oh my God.
If you can remember.
I can't even remember, man. I can't even remember.
Nah, you good, yeah.
I can't even remember.
Man,
Dang,
most definitely. But
he
what
put
you
me on the spot.
Nah, you good, you good. What'd you say, the season that you was in right now, what would you say it was?
The season I'm in right now?
Yeah. What would you call it?
What would I call it?
And also, for the people that's watching and listening, comment the season that you in right now. What would you call the season that you're in right now? I'm gonna say mine's. I think mine's is walk by faith and not by sight.
Man.
Definitely mine's right now.
I really can't even, I'm really sitting here trying to think because.
You can go so many directions with them.
Yeah, like, what God has called me to do, I'm trying not to cry just thinking about it.
Nah, you
What
good.
God has called me to do right now, it makes no sense to me. Even the people that I have told, it don't make sense to them, to the point where they're like, are you sure you heard from God? And I'm like, I'm sure I heard it, just because of the things that are going on. I would just have to call it trusting in him, like literally. Imagine, I'm gonna go there. So I've been living real luxurious these last like 2 years, for the first time ever. Between the car, between the cribs, and this year in our church, the vision was the year of transformation. So finding things of yourself that you need to allow God to transform. And one of them was pride, and one of them was idolizing certain things. And my crib was one of them. And when I prayed on it, I swore I heard God say, if you trust me, give it up. But I didn't really understand, like, are you saying just like, give it up? Or, you know what I'm saying? God was like, give it up and trust me. So, I mean, just recently, I'll be transparent. I just left my crib. I broke my lease. I gave all my furniture and stuff away. And right now, I'm kind of starting from ground zero. There's been people prophesying, you know, saying that they knew this was coming. And what's to come is far more greater than where I'm at. But this is just a sign of me being obedient and really trusting in him. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to call it just trusting in him.
Nah, that's good. I think a lot of people, because you had said something that I wanted to go back to, how you was like, God told you something, and other people felt something different. And it was, I always tell people that's around me this, it's like sometimes God will give you something, and other people will try to put their opinion and they'll put on what they would do. God didn't give them the vision, he gave you the vision.
It wasn't a conference room. It was just you and him.
That's good.
It wasn't.
That's good, yeah.
There's even a scripture that I can't quote it verbatim, but it even tells people to really, God says, mind your own business and worry about your life and don't worry about the next person. It's very harsh, but it's true. I think it's First Thessalonian. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it's First Thessalonian. It's in there. So
Okay. Yeah, most definitely, man. And I could definitely relate to that, man, because where I'm at in my life, it got to be God. I don't like the things that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of speaking events for people that don't know. Just been doing a lot of speaking events, been doing a lot of different things. Doors been opening, getting invites, emails. I haven't reached out to none of these people.
wow.
Like and I finally understand that, you know, the conversation we had a few weeks ago hit me too. Man, I'm really a vessel. And I think a lot of people think that it's about them. Your story that you just shared today, bro, you know how many people is gonna be able to grow from that. To be like, man, I'm in that position right now. I'm homeless right now, I'm depressed right now. I'm going through some things right now. I'm about to lose my car, I'm about to lose my house right now. I ain't got no job right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Man,
I have so many friends, female friends and male friends that I speak to during their journey, and I tell them, like, I got you. God got you. Talking to one of my friends, and she was telling me about a job she really wanted. She wanted it bad. And she prayed about it. She made Facebook status. I know this for me. God got me. I know this for me. She didn't get it.
wow.
But guess what? She just called me today. We had about a 44-minute conversation, and she was going in about the new job, the opportunity that came, and how it fits exactly.
What she prayed for. Wow.
And it gave me chills now just thinking about that. And you know, we be so focused on, I want that.
And God's got something 10 times bigger on the other side.
Something that's so beautiful. You know, we so worried about all the rejections, man. Look what God got. That rejection gonna lead you to something.
Yep.
And I don't know if you ever seen this picture. It's a picture it's a meme, and you might could Google it, where Jesus got the good little girl got the teddy bear behind her hand, and Jesus got a bigger teddy bear
in his hand.
And it's like she won't give up that small teddy bear for that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And it's a scary feeling, and it goes back to trust, and it goes back to having that faith. And you know, this is the true tester of faith, though. When it don't go your way, are you still gonna have faith in God?
That's it.
When it don't look like how you want it to look.
One thing I've learned with that is God is gonna make you live what you preach, and He's gonna test you. I've obviously, I think everybody grows when God is really putting you to the test. But when this happens, I've gotten to a point now where, like, even in this season, I'm very joyful. I run to James, where he says, consider it pure joy when facing many trials and tribulations, because the testing of your faith brings perseverance. And it brings joy because you know that this is a test. So if this is a test and we've been here before, then you know when this test is done, there's a reward at the end. So
you had said something where you was like, I want you to say it again, so I want to paraphrase. You said something about preaching. Basically, what you're doing, you're going to have to practice. What'd you say?
You're going to have to live what you preach.
That hit me so hard. That hit me so hard because I just had some conversations with children, and I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and I had just told someone today, like, you know what? I have to double down on being who I present myself as and how I carry myself as at all times. You know, and of course we make mistakes, but when you know better, you do better. And I think somebody told me today, it was like, it's a difference between, I think he said, an excuse and a reason. And, you know, some people, they make the excuse. You have a reason of why you did it, but they make the excuse of why they did it. And you know, in order to grow, you have to take that accountability, man. You have to look in that mirror.
A lot of us don't take accountability.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
We live in a cycle because of that.
You know why though?
Why?
Bro, that mirror is so scary.
Yes. Reflection.
Oh my gosh. You have to. It hurt. The truth hurt.
It does.
It's scary to look in that mirror and tell yourself the truth.
It does.
And just be honest with yourself. Oh, I'm not the best parent. Oh, I'm not the best brother. I'm not the best son. I haven't been the best person.
I'm not the
lately.
best speaker. I'm not none of that.
Man, I've been messing up. I've been doing this. I know I'm better. And it takes a while till you look in the mirror and just, you know, be honest with yourself. I'll give you an example. Man, my dad, man, I'm so proud of him, man. He have experienced so much healing within these last 2 years. And I used to talk about a lot of his flaws. I don't want to talk about his flaws. I want to talk about his strengths. And to see how he's been able to take accountability for a lot of his actions and face that mirror and be okay with having them hard conversations, them healing conversations, man, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. I used to make all type of posts, man. I'd get on the podcast and talk about a sad part. Man, my dad's man, I'm proud of him, man. We got to give our parents grace.
Yes.
You know, it's the first time. It was their first time, you know, living. We were our first time living. And, you know, they say there's no rule book to parenting. And I know people got hard relationships with their parents. Trust me, I know. Like, I always bring up this all the time.
Yeah.
My mother didn't give us hugs and kisses, but guess what? She worked on it and she became even better.
Yep.
And I came down her for that because I realized something. It was a domino effect. She didn't get it from her parents.
Yep. Same thing with my mom and my dad.
See what I'm saying? So it's an interesting journey when you look behind and you realize, like, dang, she didn't even get it herself. How could she give what she didn't give?
And it just gets passed down until someone like yourself, or you know, they break that curse.
You know how hard it was for me to receive the love that my daughters, which is behind me, gave me. My first daughter is who taught me how to be affectionate and love and hug and say I love you. You know, and over the years I've worked on it because it was new to me. You know, to get hugged, it was like a kind of a cringing, like, why am I rejecting love?
You're not used to it. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Dang, this is a good conversation, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. That's good. That's good.
So yeah, man, this is a journey of life, you know. As we talk about the journey of life, man, I just want the people to understand that, like, have faith. It's hard for a lot of us, and it's this song that I used to didn't like, bro. It was by J. Cole. It was the lyrics. No such thing as a life being better than yours.
No such thing.
And it wasn't until a time that I started watching documentaries that I realized, like, dang, all the people that I thought that was here and living a life, they went through the most. You might think that rich white man or rich black man life is better than yours, but if you look behind the curtains,
they going through hell. Man,
dang, he might die at 40 or 50. His kid might have died, you know, early, or he might have lost his grandmother. He might have seen his mama get shot. His daddy was on drugs, and then you look behind like, dang, his
they went through a lot.
Crazy.
Yep.
I remember, I ain't gonna, but yeah, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead and say it, man.
Nah, it's crazy because, man, I remember being envious of some of the kids that had the parents that was rich, and not understanding that, like, man, you can be rich in so many different ways: rich spiritually, rich mentally,
rich in joy.
Come on, man.
Rich in happiness.
Man,
I'm learning that.
Man, I got something that's so deep. The other day, I was able to text my dad and asked him if I could come over and cook. Can he teach me how to cook this certain meal better? On a random Tuesday.
Wow.
Bro, that's rich.
Wow.
Some people don't got a relationship with their dad.
No.
Some people, dads are passed away. Some dads don't know how to cook. Some dads don't got a house. Some dads. The fact that I was able to do that, and this was even more deeper, it hit me because a lady on Instagram told me, she was like, man, you was able to bond with your dad. And I thought about something. My dad passed before he was born.
Wow.
So he was able to experience something like that with his son.
Wow.
Man, that's deep.
And then, a lot of people can't. I'm one of them.
That's
I
rich.
wish.
And so I feel like we all should look at our lives and figure out what do we have and cherish it and be grateful for it. We all have certain things that we have that other people don't have, and we have to cherish them.
I just told my little brother today to cherish our mom. I notice a lot of black families, we deal with sensitivity, man. We take so much, we take a lot the wrong way.
We do.
So we end up either leaving family group chats or just going off on siblings and stuff. And I had to tell my little brother today, man, like, really cherish our mom. Because, I mean, she's 50. So, I mean, realistically, she only got about 20, 30, 40, God willing, 40, 50 more years. So I'm like, we got to cherish that moment, regardless of what she says, or cherish. We only get one mom and we get one dad, the siblings we got, and that's it.
Man, live in a moment. That's one of the biggest things I preach, live in a moment. And I didn't even really learn it until a few years ago, 2023. I used to do these dove releases. I would go to funerals and I would release doves and say a speech to the family. And I realized, like, oh, oh, time is short. Life is short.
Life is short.
Oh,
man.
everybody ain't making it to 100 years old. Who
No.
promised that we was all gonna live?
No.
Why do we all think we're gonna live to this?
Man.
You have to live in a moment. Really text your people and say, I love. Go ahead.
That's it. No, my bad.
No, you good.
There,
You good.
there was a video I just saw the other day where the man was talking about how we stress so much about arguments, materialistic things, bills, just little things. And he talked about how life is short, to enjoy every single day of your life with the people that you truly enjoy and love. And that video hit me because I was one of them people that I don't know. If somebody said something the wrong way, it made me feel a type of way. But now I've learned, like, let's talk about it and move forward and learn how to love and just keep moving forward, because we could be gone tomorrow and I'm pretty sure one of us is gonna feel that guilt, like, damn, we just had a disagreement yesterday and I didn't really feel that how I felt. That wasn't real, and we didn't get to talk about it. So
just in that moment, yeah, that's definitely deep and definitely important. And I feel like one thing that I like to promote too is creating opportunities. Just create what you want, create it. So, for instance, if you've never been on out to eat with your mother, you got the opportunity to create that opportunity.
Take it.
Send that message. If you've never been able to have a one-on-one dinner with your dad, create the opportunity.
I
never forget 2023, again, and I never seen my dad shoot a basketball.
Wow.
So I took it and I was like, send my dad a text like, man, I never seen you play basketball. Let's go hoop one day. And I went to go buy a ball, and we ended up experiencing that.
Can he hoop, bro?
Nah, he can't.
He said he can't.
But it was. Man, it felt like it was a movie, man.
Yeah.
It was like just creating those moments. That's what I meant to say. Create moments. You have to create moments. That's more than money could ever buy. Even this year, man, I did something different. I went to go buy my pops some little small gifts. I called his wife, like, what my dad like? Like, tell me the little small stuff that he like. He like this, he like that. Man, I put it in a little bag, hit him up. Pops, you eat lunch yet?
That's real.
He didn't eat lunch. I said, I'm gonna bring some lunch for your birthday.
That's real.
Bought him his little bag, bought him some lunch, man. Just stuff like that. Called my mom this summer. What you doing? Nothing. You wanna go play tennis?
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Let's create those moments.
That's real. And I bet you they felt every bit of that, man. I bet you that, 'cause it's unexpected.
It's unexpected.
It's unexpected.
Man. And so I think creating those moments. But I think we can end it here, man. This is really good. Anything you want to leave the people with? Hold on real quick. Tell them where to follow you.
You can follow me on IG or Facebook. IG is Devin.Jamal. My Facebook is just Devin Leonard. One thing I do want to leave with you, especially with the life that is going on right now. There's so much chaos. There's so much deceiving going on. AI is taking over. Don't be deceived. Trust God. Please read your word and find you 2 or 3 people that you know are in their word, and y'all can pray and just talk together. Talk together every day. That would really be my advice.
Okay.
It's getting too crazy out here, so
Oh man, it is. And so, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with another one. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.